The most surprising thing about Dynamics 365 is it pretty much did everything we wanted it to. And we use it for a lot within our organisation. We effectively run most all of our income and a lot of our operations. So we're really pleased with it from that perspective. Okay, so I'm responsible for all of the everything we do with digital and tech within the organisation. We are a UK-based Christian charity, and we use it for all aspects. We all of the donations, our primary income stream is a revenue stream is through donations. All of those go through Dynamics 365. We sell books direct, that goes through Dynamics 365. We run residential holidays for children and young people. A lot of the information for that goes through Dynamics 365. And we engage a lot with churches and parachurch organisations, and all of the details of those contacts and the outcomes are recorded in Dynamics 365. And finally, we have hundreds of thousands of supporters, prayer supporters, who want to be kept in contact with us and what we're doing, and we use Dynamics 365 for that. At the time of choosing Dynamics 365, it was a bit of a distress purchase. Our current CRM platform had reached end of life. We knew we wanted a platform, an extensible, scalable solution. Almost everything we had was Microsoft, but we did look at alternatives, and Microsoft Dynamics 365 ticked far more boxes for us in terms of the functionality and features we wanted, but also there was a really strong developer community in the UK that meant we could quickly find partners who would be capable of delivering the solutions we needed. As Progress CRM was reaching end of life, we clearly couldn't use that, but there was an alternative offered by the same software provider that had some benefits, but wasn't scalable, wasn't extensible, and there were many parts of what we needed it couldn't do. We looked at a couple of other open source options, but we felt that that wasn't going to be necessarily a sustainable solution for us. This is a product that we only want to replace once in a generation. And of course, we looked at Salesforce, and Salesforce performed very well. I think the difference for us was that Dynamics 365 had a far stronger developer partner community in the UK. We worked with a Microsoft partner. We went through quite a lengthy procurement process, spoke to a couple of partners. The partner we worked with had a particular way of working where they would get us to use an out-of-the-box solution and then look at our needs, and they would develop into the gap. So a big gap analysis program, and that gap analysis became the focus of what they would build. So from a very early stage, even before the development started, we were building up knowledge and familiarity with the UI, with some of the features, and understanding what bits we would need to develop into. That development process was probably 6 months, and then we went into an extensive period of UAT, in-house training. We went from about 20 users on our previous CRM platform to about 80 users on the current one. So we really have embedded it within the organisation, and that needed a lot of training both in the use of the software, but also in how to manage and look after data. And finished off with a data migration program where we worked very closely with our partners, and we went live in January 2022, forgive me. A few teething problems, as you would expect with a solution that you build your whole organisation around, but they were quickly resolved, and now it performs really well for us. I recommendations for others using Dynamics 365, unless you have a very good, very strong internal development team, pick your partner well. But when you do pick your partner who will help you to deliver it, just remember, however good they are, they don't know their business like you know your business. They don't know your data, particularly the source data, where it's coming from, like you know it. So you have to properly resource your project team, and make sure that you have people with the right time, the right capacity, and the right skills to enable you to do it well. And then embrace it, because it won't work exactly the same as the system you have come from, that I can guarantee, but it will have the outcomes that you're looking for. So yeah, embrace the change, and good luck.